what you are doing now. Just congratulate to all the teams. Because I know I am young, still you are young. So, but we are doing things differently, but to get the students, just for the sake of the achievement of the students, I'm impressed. Okay. My question here is, before we ask for the funding, is there any proposal or whatever that you might think that teachers as human, they might lie, they might cheat, just for the sake of money. So is there any proposal to make?
Great, I was waiting for that question. So if actually we go to a platform for a teacher, they need to click start a project and then they will be brought to a particular form. Okay, so this form is not easy. This form is actually quite complex because it actually literally asks very detailed questions, but I don't think it will here because it's next. But the question actually, one of the questions that we ask is, what is the problem in your school, or what kind of problems actually affects your students' learning, and they need to be able to articulate that very clearly before even proposing the solution. And if let's say the solution is something that is provided externally, maybe it's a program that will actually be brought to the school to address the problem. Therefore, the problem articulation is so important. Now, I understand that some teachers, they have an idea of what to execute, but they may not be so much aware of what the problem is. So we encourage teachers to put it up on our platform anyway, to put it on the form anyway. And what we do is, once this form is done and it's submitted, then I will actually follow up with a call to actually try to understand what this teacher is trying to do. And then actually help this teacher to, because we have received a lot of proposals day in, day out. Some proposals are good, some proposals are not very great. But the intention is always good. When the intention may not be entirely good, then this is the part where we actually try to vet that project. Ask the teacher how this affects, how this is going to be for, and ultimately we put the responsibility also to the entire school because they have to get the principal's approval. They still have to get the PIH's approval. So even when the money is raised, it's actually pumped to the PIH, which keeps this teacher accountable. So in the event it's not executed, the money then is returned back to the donors. Does that answer your question? Yeah, so actually this is the second page of the form. As you can see, we try to describe, look at your surroundings closely. Again, remember, articulate the problem and the issue, and then proceed to who this actually helps. Yes? This is for individual teachers to apply. Yes. There's a reason why we put it as an individual teacher, and so how a teacher actually fronts. So even in our platform, there are teachers who are doing it with other teachers within the school. But we get one teacher to front it because we want that teacher to be the face, so that if anything goes wrong, right, it's the teacher that takes that. So if you're making the promise to the public, you're raising the money because of what you want to be your students. So we keep it that format, but at the same time we support the teacher and we get the entire school to be on board to keep the teacher accountable. Any other questions? Yeah, there's one. Yeah. Thank you.
Just one question. So once maybe report on the problem that we are facing.
Yeah.
So it's like how we going to our teachers and problems that we have. You guys will become the always capture if they really was or what is how we like uploading Facebook or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, great question as well. So what we do is once the proposal is sent to us, initial proposal, then we follow up with a call to actually understand what the project is all about. Then there is another three more steps that actually takes place. One of these steps is once your project has been confirmed, shortlisted, then we follow up to ask photos of yourself, photos of your students, photos of the problem. Right? So if let's say the classroom is something that you want to decorate and make really, really awesome, then we want pictures that really describes how you have described the problem. And if it's teaching material, if let's say your books in the school it's a problem, it's all torn, then we want picture evidence of those. So those are the kind of things that we actually try to proceed. So there'll be a lot of back and forth to help get the story out there, but something that is also supported by clear evidences of photos. So there is a lot of back and forth behind the scene. But in general, the first step is to send the proposal in, then there's a follow-up, we went through the project, once it's shortlisted, then we ask for further details, and then before we finalize and put it up on our platform, we ask for an approval from the headmaster and the PMG. Once we get the PMG account, then it's live on the platform. That's how it works. Thank you.
Another question.
Yes.
Because I can see timeline there, like 20
Yes.
days, what
before the timeline ends. So they have to reach 100% at this point of the funds that they are planning to request. So we ask teachers to tap into their personal network, personal friends and everything. But on top of that, we also feature them on our social media and tell the story. So we actually try to craft it in a way that people understand it. In the event that it doesn't achieve the target, then the money is actually returned back to the donors. Yeah. So that's why the timeline is important.
Either 100% or nothing.
At this point, yes. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to answer and actually help you guys. Thank you so much.